Blog Talk Radio.
Good morning. I'm your host, Davina Shinsky, and you're listening to Live Without Limits. Today's show is titled 7 Proven Tactics to Generate Double Your Lead Generation Without Spending a Dime. And why is it so important to talk about lead generation? Simple. That no matter what business you're in today, generating new leads is the only way you are going to increase your income. There are few skills that will have a greater impact on your bank account than your ability to generate qualified leads for your business. You can be one of the top closers in the world, but the best product or service on the market and provide income levels of value to your clients. But if you aren't able to find people who are interested in what you have to offer, none of the other factors matter. Don't worry if you struggle with that. I've got you covered. What I'm about to share with you help clients like Xander Fryer, a business coach, generate over $42,000 in sales in 1 month. It also helped dozens of Main Street brick-and-mortar businesses get dozens of new customers and members each month. To help you master the skill set so that you can be one of my next success stories, I put together the 7 most effective lead generation strategies that can help work for you right now. Implement these 7 success strategies, and I promise that your business will never be the same. The first thing you need to do is get referrals from existing clients. Anytime one of my clients tells me that they're struggling to find or close new leads, I always ask them one question. How many times have you asked for referrals in the past 30 days? One of the fastest ways to close more deals is to tap into the hidden profile center, that is, the hidden profit center of your existing client base, and begin asking for more referrals. They are the low-hanging fruit of your marketing efforts, and by themselves can easily help you double or triple your income. Now, when we're talking about the low-hanging fruit, in keyword advertising terms, that is a phrase, not just 1 or 2 words, but a full phrase. And when you think about it, who are your best clients? That if they really love what you do and you have truly helped them, then they will gladly give you as many leads as you need. The reason referral-based lead generation is so effective is that you're able to skip a step in the conversion process and begin the conversation with higher levels of KLT. And what that means is that it's that they know, like, and trust you. Because whenever you build a relationship with someone, before they would even sign with you or even refer someone to you, they're going to want to get to know you the best. Then they're going to want to like what you have to offer. And over time, they begin to trust that you are the real deal and you're not trying to shaft them out of their money. If someone is referred to you by a friend or family member who has already achieved success with your product or service, they are infinitely more likely to trust you and as a result buy from you than any cold lead you generated online. Effectively asking for the referrals takes about 30 seconds per request and will yield a much higher return on investment than any Facebook ad, Instagram video, or blog post guaranteed. But now that you know that to ask for referrals, the question remains, when should you ask for referrals? The second that you receive a testimonial or a thank you message from one of your existing clients, or, for example, in the past week, I received the following emails and used all of them as an opportunity to ask for new prospects. We've gone from not being able to afford a vacation to being so busy that we dreaded taking a vacation, to ultimately being able to take a vacation with no worries. We're leaving for Jamaica today, first class, and I trust and rely on the take care of things while we are away. This is true freedom. Thank you for your part in personal business transformations, and we will forever be grateful, said Darren, who's a nutrition coach. After reflecting on the past year, I wanted to say thank you. I doubled my revenue from last year and blew past the goal that I set at your workshop back in March, said Joey, the copywriter. Thank you for your amazing past year. You've helped me triple my business in the past year while working fewer hours than before. So really looking forward to the new year, said Frank, who's a seminar guru and course creator. After receiving each of these emails, I immediately congratulated them on their successes and asked if they knew anyone who might benefit from one of my programs. And in under an hour, I had 5 new leads sitting in my inbox, warmed up and ready to go to the next step. Start by asking for me more referrals now. You'll thank me later. So as you can see, that when you know how to ask for referrals, that is the best way to get new sales and new leads. Get even more referrals from partners and competitors. After tapping into your existing client base to find new clients, turn your sights towards partners and competitors, individuals or businesses in the same industry but that offer complementary services. For instance, relationship coach and a business coach, but that might also have underserved customers. Show them the value of what you bring to the table and ensure that they understand that your services don't directly compete with their own. For example, anytime I talk with a lead who isn't a good fit for my coaching program, I'll refer them to someone else. To some security-minded people, these folks might look like competitors, but They are not. I prefer them as co-operators, individuals who are in the same industry but who serve a different niche. They send me clients and I do the same in return. Make a list of top 10 people and companies that you could reach out to for new referrals and put a note in your calendar to send them an email this week. It's important to understand, like what I do is I'm a career and personal development strategy coach. And what that means is that what I do is I work with clients to help them put together a strategy for their online business, because it doesn't matter whether you have a brick and mortar store, but if you do not have a website and you do not have a way to interact with people on your website, then you are leaving money on the table. And what I mean by that is that you can always attach an e-commerce store to your website, and the idea is that you can use a sales funnel to generate leads. But the idea is that once you have them in your funnel, then you need to set up where they're in an autoresponder, because that's the best way to build a relationship with them. And you do this by sending them emails. And it needs to be, say, 3-to-1 or 4-to-1, where you are giving them pertinent information that can benefit them and not just a sales letter. And why is that? Because if they find value in what you have to offer, then they're more likely to open your emails. Be sure to add some sort of incentive to your offer, like the $1,000 referral fee I pay my partners for referrals to new workshop clients. I promise that you will have dozens of new leads waiting in your inbox before the end of the month. Use my Instagram social story selling system. If you've ever been on Instagram, you will know that you can post videos and you can post pictures. And what they do is they call their videos little stories. And because everyone has a smartphone today, all you have to do is put that on and you can record anything. In fact, you can literally go into Instagram, do a little video story that directly goes right up to their site. You can find where many, many entertainers use this as a way to keep in touch with their fans, especially if they have a show they're in that is actually airing a new episode. That way they can interact with their fans while the show is going on. In 2019, I made more money from Instagram than I did from any other platform, including my email list, although we still did pretty well there. How did we do this? By answering one simple question. What thoughts are going through my clients' heads on a daily basis? You see, most marketers create and share content with a scattered approach. There's no method to their madness. They simply think of a topic that might be relevant to their audience and then build a post or video around it. If you want to double or triple your business in 2020, then you'll need to be smarter than that. Before you read any further, I want you to pull out a sheet of paper and a pen and ask yourself, what are my ideal clients thinking about each day of the week? What's getting them excited on Fridays? What stresses them out on Wednesdays? What do they look forward to on Saturdays? The better you understand the thoughts and patterns and behaviors that your ideal prospects follow on a daily basis, the better you'll be able to create content that captures their attention and converts them into paying customers. When you master this skill, your prospects will start to feel like you are inside their heads and understand their problems, and by extension, the solution to their problems better than they do themselves by creating hyper-targeted content that solves the biggest pain points and problems that your prospects are facing each day of the week. You will quickly become their go-to guru. And this is when the magic really starts to happen. Remember, putting up a video, this is especially when you're dealing with the millennials and the Generation Z, the generations who literally grew up in the digital age and the computer age and the MTV age, anything that they see on video. Why do you think that Google bought YouTube from the original creators? And why do you think YouTube is so popular today? Because it's a way for you to connect with your fans through video. And Instagram is one of the best ways to tell your social stories and put it up there. Now remember something, on Instagram, the videos are only available for 24 hours, but on YouTube, those same videos are available all the time. And the description that you put in and the links to your website that you put in. And for one thing, I've been doing this podcast for a good 13, almost 14 years, and it's given me quite a bit of content. Initially, when I started doing a podcast, my idea was that as a professional speaker and trainer, I did not have that media kit to send out, but I did have a way to create a media kit just by doing a podcast. And today you have Instagram, you have YouTube. Now, Instagram is actually owned by Facebook. And if you notice on Facebook, you can do video. And you can do short presentations with your fans, and all they have to do is send you messages, and you can answer those messages right then and there. Stretch your content as far as it will go. One of the biggest mistakes that I see online is that entrepreneurs are making in the year 2020 is that they fail to leverage their content to its fullest capacity. Here's what I mean. When I create a video for Instagram TV, I don't just create a video for IGTV. I create a video that will later be used on LinkedIn, YouTube, my blog, my email list, and Facebook, so that what you're seeing here is you're taking one piece of content and you're multi-purposing it. And by multi-purposing it, you are creating so many different avenues that you can use to interact with your fan base and build your lead generation. Create content that can be repurposed on several different mediums and used in a variety of ways to build, know, like, and trust with your followers. Drive new leads to your business and, of course, close more deals. For one thing, that what we've been talking about with this lead generation and all the different tools. It's all encompassing social media. And what this is literally showing you is that if you do not have any type of presence online today, then you are losing money, because offline you go to meetup groups, you go to Chamber of Commerce meetings, and you pass around business cards. But what are the other avenues? And remember, for the same reason that with each generation and as technology changes, so does people's buying habits. Because if you remember, before the internet, when people would go shopping for Christmas, what would they do? They would literally go between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And for that month, that what retail stores did depended on the amount of money that they made for the year, because most people do most of their buying during that period of time. But today, with the younger generation, they're so used to being on computers and being on their smartphone. Literally, your website has to be compatible for them to be able, or rather, what it needs to be is responsive. Because by being responsive, then what's happening is it can be and look great on a computer, but when it's responsive, it can readjust itself and look great on that smartphone when they're accessing websites on the internet. And people use their smartphones to purchase today. So always be aware of how important technology is in how you do your business and practices. Use email to build relationships and close deals with existing leads. It's been said that in 2020, email is dead. The truth is that bad email is dead. Good email still works great. Email still is and will continue to be one of the most important marketing channels for any online business owner who is serious about increasing their revenue. However, most business owners drastically over-complement their email strategy, and as a result, leave thousands of dollars of potential revenue on the table each and every month. If you want to make more money from your list, then keep it simple. And remember to throw a monthly spear or a message that is short, personal, and expecting a reply. For example, my client Jason has used the following email to drive tens of thousands of dollars in new revenue to his business. The subject line is "Still interested?" and his email body says, "Hey, are you still interested in building a six-figure online income in 2020? That's it." This might seem too simple to work, but it isn't. This simple email strategy is used by top marketers all over the world, and it's tailored to your specific audience niche that has potential to drive thousands of new leads to your business every single month. Test out for yourself. Let me know how it works in the comments. Create a free Facebook group. Why is that important? Because you really do have a lot of people that go on Facebook. The thing is, you do need to understand that many of the people on Facebook are not there to buy. They're either there to sell their product or they're there to socialize. So it's understanding, and if you really know how to use Facebook correctly and you really know how to niche it down, then you have the potential to create an opportunity to increase your income tenfold with Facebook. One of the more underrated strategies for finding new leads and increasing your revenue, despite what you might have heard, is to create a free Facebook group and offer massive value to their members. These groups grant you a unique opportunity to give your prospects results in advance and clearly showcase your expertise in a more intimate and personal setting than you could on a blog or video. One of the things that I do with Facebook is that I, on Builderall, have a way of connecting with them, or use what I call an auto post, that whenever I write articles or answer questions on Quora, I will take it and put it on my pages in Facebook through my auto post, because it's a great way to connect with my audience. For example, my client Jason has a free Facebook group dedicated to online fitness experts who want to use Instagram to make money. He shares valuable posts and insights every week, demonstrating his expertise on responding to questions and offering results in advance. To help him leverage the asset even further, I encourage Jason, and I'm now encouraging you, to grow his group as big as possible and post 3 times a week with the following themes. On Monday, give what's worked for you for making your Instagram, and the best answer gets a shout out in my story. Wisdom Wednesday. What's your biggest question about using Instagram? Best answer in the group gets a free PDF copy of my book. Funnel Friday. Teach. How does your Instagram funnel work? Best answer gets a 10-minute strategy call with my team. Customize this formula to fit your specific group and apply it to every week. I promise the results will surprise you. And when they do, then you will learn how to incorporate all of this into your business. And here's the last thing. Host a small event or workshop to close new prospects. Look, if you're a coach or consultant who is serious about doubling your business in 2020 while working less, then you need to get in front of your ideal client face to face and show them the results that you're capable of delivering. The key to succeeding with this tactic is to start small, execute fast, and keep it simple. Rent out a conference room at one of your local co-working spaces or hotels. But here's another thing you can also have. If you are in an office building, there's usually a room that you can use for meetings, and you can make sure that that's available when you want it. This is some things to think about. And remember, you can go to my website, and that website is the #1 personalcareercoach.com, and you can sign up for both individual and group